Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Rifyal Kalam Mahardhika, and on this video, I would like to explain about analysis of lexical categories, phrasal categories, tree diagrams, and as well as the phrasal structural rules. And here let's start from the first sentence. The first sentence is nutrients are components in food. So in this sentence, the structure falls into noun phrase and verb phrase, which is the noun phrase here falls into a noun that is nutrients. Nutrients here works as a noun, and then the verb phrase falls into two those are verb and noun phrase, which is verb here is a linking verb that is are, who works as a linking verb, and then noun phrase here falls into two categories again. These are noun and prepositional phrase, and the noun here is components, and then prepositional phrase again consists of prepositional and noun phrase, or then the noun phrase falls into noun. The preposition here is in, and the noun phrase or the noun is food. Okay, next here I would like to explain about the PS rules or phrasal structural rules. Let's start from the above, the top of the tree diagram, or the biggest form of the tree diagram. It is the sentence. The sentence here falls into two. Those are noun phrase and verb phrase, and then the noun phrase here falls into noun, which is nutrients, and then the verb phrase falls into two, which are verb and noun phrase. The verb here is are, and then the noun phrase here is components in food, and then the verb here falls into verb linking verb, which is the word are, and then the noun phrase falls into two again, which are noun and prepositional phrase. The noun here is the word components, and then the prepositional phrase here is the phrase in food, and then the prepositional phrase falls again into two that consists of prepositional and noun phrase. The prepositional here is in, the word in, and then the noun phrase here is the word food, and then the noun phrase here is categorized as noun, which is the word food itself. So why nutrients become noun? So nutrients here is a noun because in morphological frame, nutrient can be added suffix as nutrients, and then in the syntactical frame, nutrients can be added determiner, some nutrients, and then are here is a linking verb, which is it is a close open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame. There are here can change into were, which is it is because there is tense morpheme or past tense. And then the syntactical frame here is that are can be added noun, linking verb can be added noun, such as are components, and then the components here work as a noun, which is an open categories. It can be proven by the morphological frame The component can be added suffix s components for plural morpheme, and then the suffix, and then the syntactical frame here. A noun components can be added some or determiner, such as some components, determiner plus noun. And then in here work as a preposition, which is closed categories, and it can be proven by the syntactical frame, such as in food, which is prepositional plus noun phrase. And then the last is word food. The word food here is a noun, which is open categories. It can be proven by syntactical frame, which is, for example, like some food that has form determiner plus noun. And then it can be also proven by morphological frame, food plus suffix s, which is uh, about plural morpheme. And then next we're going to jump into analysis of phrasal categories. The first is noun phrase, which is the nutrients or noun, and then the verb phrase here is are components in food. Are components in food, which it consists of verb and noun phrase. And then the noun phrase here, and then the next phrasal categories is noun phrase, which is components in food, that it consists of noun plus prepositional phrase. And then the prepositional phrase here, it consists of prepositional plus noun phrase, which is in the phrase of in food. And then the last phrase is noun phrase. It is food. Food here work as a noun as well as noun phrase. Okay, next let's jump into the next questions. It is the example is it can influence to their specific health problem. Well, the sentence of this example here falls into two, noun phrase and verb phrase. And then the noun phrase falls into a noun, which is the word it, and then the verb phrase falls into two, which are verb and prepositional phrase. And then the verb falls again into two, which are auxiliary and verb transitive. The auxiliary is the word can, and the verb transitive is the word influence. And then the prepositional phrase falls into two again, which are prepositional and noun phrase. The prepositional here is the word to, and then the noun phrase here is the phrase of their health problem. Noun phrase again falls into three, which are determiner, adjective, and noun. For example, like their health problem. In this example of the sentence, there here work as determiner, health here work as adjective, and problem here work as a noun. And the next is the PS rules of the sentence. Well, let's start from the top of the tree diagram again, which is the sentence that falls into two. Those are noun phrase and verb phrase. And then the noun phrase falls into a noun, which the word is the word it. And then the verb phrase falls into two. Those are verb and prepositional phrase. And then the verb falls into auxiliary and verb transitive, and then the prepositional phrase falls into prepositional and noun phrase. And then the last noun phrase falls into three. Those are determiner, adjective, and noun. You can see the example on the tree diagram. And then next I would like to explain about the analysis of lexical categories of the example of the sentence. Well, The word it is a pronoun which is closed categories, and it doesn't have any morphological frame since it is closed categories. And then next here is the word can, which is auxiliary, and it is also closed categories. It can be proven by the syntactical frame, such as example, it can influence. It can influence has a form like noun phrase plus auxiliary plus verb phrase. And then the word influence, it is a verb, and it is also open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame that it can be added influences, which is verb plus third person singular. And then the syntactical frame here, for example, like can influence, which has the form of auxiliary plus verb. And then word to here is a prepositional, and it is also closed categories, and it can be proven by the syntactical frame, such as to their food. That in this example, it consists of determiner, preposition plus noun phrase. And then the word there is determiner. It is also closed categories. It can be proven by syntactical frame, such as in the example of their food, that consists of determiner plus noun. And then health here, work as adjective. It is also closed category. It can be proven by the syntactical frame, and the example such as their health problem, that consists of determiner plus adjective plus noun. And then the last is the word problem, that it is a noun and it is also open categories. It can be proven by the syntactical frame, such as example the problem, that it has determiner and plus noun, determiner plus noun. And then it can be proven also by morphological frame, such as in example of problems, which it is noun plus plural morpheme, noun plus suffix s. And then the next here I would like to explain about the phrasal categories analysis. The noun phrase here, and the biggest noun phrase is the word it. It is a pronoun. And then the verb phrase here is can include to their health problem, which it consists of verb and prepositional phrase. The verb is can include, and the prepositional phrase is to their health problem. And then the prepositional phrase here, the example is like to their health problem, that it has prepositional, like in the word to, and then the noun phrase, like the example of the sentence, their health problem. So their health problem here work as a noun phrase. And then again, noun phrase here has the noun phrase of the example, like their health problem here has three lexical categories, such as determiner plus adjective plus noun. And next, let's jump into the next example or the sentence, such as healthy food shall include variety and moderation. In this sentence, it falls into two, noun phrase and verb phrase, because it is also a sentence, and sentence must consist of noun phrase and verb phrase in it. And then the noun phrase here falls into two again, adjective and noun. The adjective here is the word healthy, and the noun here is the word food. And then the verb phrase again falls into two. Those are verb and noun phrase, and the verb falls into two again. That consists of auxiliary and verb transitive. The auxiliary is word shall, and then the verb transitive is the word include. And then the noun phrase falls into three again. That consists of noun, and then conjunction and noun. The noun here is variety, and the conjunction here is the word and then the last noun here is the word moderation. And then for the PS rules, just as usual, let's start from the top of the tree diagram, or the biggest form of the sentence. It is the sentence itself, that it falls into noun phrase and verb phrase, and then the noun phrase falls into adjective and noun, and then the verb phrase falls into verb and noun phrase, and then the verb consists of auxiliary and verb transitive, and then the noun phrase consists of noun, conjunction, and noun. And then next we'll jump into analysis of lexical categories of the sentence, which is we start from the word healthy. The word healthy here is an adjective, and also close categories. It can be proven by the syntactical frame, such as a healthy food, that consists of determiner plus adjective plus noun. And then the next is the word food. Food here is a noun, and then it also an open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame. Example like foods, food plus suffix s. It has a form of noun plus plural morpheme. And then it can be also proven by syntactical frame, such as example some foods, that consists of determiner plus noun. And then the word shall here work as an auxiliary, and it is close categories, and it can be proven by syntactical frame. For example, like I shall go, that it consists of noun phrase plus auxiliary plus verb phrase. And then the word include here is a verb or open categories, and it can be proven by morphological frame, such as include plus suffix s, that it has a form of a verb plus third singular person. And then it can be proven also by syntactical frame. For example, like I shall include, which it consists of auxiliary verb plus verb. And then the word variety here is a noun or open categories, and it can be proven by morphological frame. For example, like varieties, that it has a form of noun plus plural morpheme. And then the next is it can be also proven by syntactical frame. For example, like some variations, some varieties, which it consists of determiner plus noun. And then the word and here work as conjunction, and conjunction is a close categories. It can be proven by syntactical frame, such as variety and moderation, which consists of noun plus conjunction plus noun. And then the last is the word moderation. It is a noun, and then it is also an open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame, such as moderations, which it is consists of noun plus plural morpheme, and then can be also proven by syntactical frame. For example, like some moderations, that it consists of determiner and plus noun. And then next we're gonna jump into analysis of phrasal categories. The verb phrase is a noun phrase, which is healthy food. healthy food here consists of adjective plus noun, and then verb phrase here. The example such as shall include variety and moderation. Shall include here work as a verb, and then variety and moderation here as noun phrase, and then the noun phrase also such as example, for example, like variety and moderation. The in this phrase consists of noun variety and conjunction and noun moderation. Next is the fourth sentence. It is the sentence: diet can have social meaning, personal preference, and others. Well, in this sentence, it can fall into two. Those are noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase fall into noun, which is the word diet, and then verb phrase falls into two. Those are verb and noun phrase. The verb consists of auxiliary and verb transitive. The auxiliary is the word can, and verb transitive is the word have. And then noun phrase here falls into four: noun phrase, conjunction, and then noun phrase. The first noun phrase consists of adjective and noun, for example, like social meaning, and then the second noun phrase is consists of adjective and noun, like in personal preference, and then the conjunction is the word and then the noun phrase here, the last noun phrase falls into a noun, that is the word others. And then next, let's jump into the phrasal structure rules. Let's start from the top of the tree diagram. As usual, the sentence here consists of noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase consists of a noun, diet, the word diet, and then verb phrase consists of verb and noun phrase. You can look in the tree diagram. And then the verb consists of auxiliary and verb transitive, and then the noun phrase consists of noun phrase, a noun phrase, conjunction, and noun phrase. So in this noun phrase, it consists of three noun phrase and one conjunction. And then the first noun phrase, it consists of adjective and noun, and then the second noun phrase here is the same. It also has adjective and noun, and then the conjunction, and then the noun phrase, the last noun phrase, it has a noun in it. And then next, we're gonna jump into the analysis of lexical categories. And the word diet here is a noun, and it is open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame, such as diets, that has form of noun plus plural morpheme, and then it can be also proven by syntactical frame. For example, like some diets, that it consists of determiner plus noun. And then the word can here is an auxiliary, and it is a closed categories. It can be proven by syntactical frame. For example, like I can go, that it consists of noun phrase plus auxiliary plus verb phrase. And then the word have here work as a verb, and it is also open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame, that have here can change into has, which is the change here is affected or influenced by the third person singular morpheme. And then the syntactical frame of have is, for example, like I can have, that it consists of auxiliary and verb. And then the word social here work as adjective, and it is closed categories, and it can be proven by syntactical frames. For example, like their social meaning, that it has form, determiner plus adjective plus noun. And then the word meaning is a noun and it is open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame such as example of meanings, that is noun plus plural morpheme. And then the syntactical frame here of the meaning is, for example, like some meanings, that it consists of determiner plus noun. And then next, the word personal. The word personal here is adjective and it is closed categories, and it can be proven by the syntactical frame such as in the example, their personal preference. It consists of determiner plus adjective plus noun. And then preference here is a noun and it is open categories. And it can be proven by morphological frame such as preferences, that it has a noun and plural morpheme. And then the syntactical frame here, such as the example of some preferences, that it has determiner plus noun. And then the word and here work as conjunction and it is closed categories, and it can be proven by syntactical frame, for example like meaning and preferences, which is consists of noun and conjunction and plus noun. And then the last word here is others, which is it is noun and then it is also open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame. The others here consists of noun plus plural noun. And then the syntactical frame here is the others, for example like the others, that it consists of determiner plus noun. And then we're gonna jump into the analysis of phrasal categories. The noun phrase here is the word diet, and the diet here is the word noun, and the verb phrase here is started from the word can, have, social meaning, personal preference, and others, which can have the phrase can have is a verb, and then the phrase, for example like social meaning, personal preference, and others here is a noun phrase. And then the noun phrase here falls into two, adjective and noun. The adjective here is social and then the noun here is meaning. And then next the noun phrase, the next noun phrase is personal preference. The personal here work as adjective and preference here work as a noun. And then the next is the last sentence. The last sentence is heating will destroy some vitamins. Well, in this sentence it falls into noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase here is a noun, which is the word heating, and then the verb phrase falls into two. Those are verb plus noun phrase, verb and noun phrase. And then verb here consists of auxiliary such as the word will, and then the verb transitive which is the word destroy. And then the noun phrase falls into two again. Those are determiner and noun. The determiner is word some, and then the noun is the word vitamins. And then the PS rule here, as usual, start from the top of the tree diagram or the biggest form of the sentence. It is sentence itself. The sentence consists of noun phrase and verb phrase, and then the noun phrase consists of noun, eating, and then verb phrase consists of verb and noun phrase, and then the verb consists of auxiliary such as the word will, and then verb transitive such as the word destroy, and then the noun phrase here consists of determiner and an. Determiner is the word some, and then the noun is the word vitamins. And then next we're gonna jump into the analysis of lexical categories. The word heating here work as a noun or open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame. For example, heatings which is noun plus plural morpheme or plus suffix s, and then it can be also proven by syntactical frame. For example, like some heatings, they consist of determiner plus noun, and then the word will here is auxiliary or closed categories, and it is a syntactical frame. It can be proven by syntactical frames such as example I will go, that it consists of noun phrase plus auxiliary plus verb phrase, and then the word destroy here work as a verb, and it is also open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame. For example, like she destroys, that it consists of verb plus third singular person, and then it can be also proven by syntactical frame. For example, like will destroy, will here is auxiliary and destroy here is a verb, and then the word some here is a determiner and it is closed categories. It can be proven by syntactical frame. For example, like some vitamins, that it consists of determiner plus noun, and then the last word here is vitamins. The word vitamins, it is a noun and it is also open categories. It can be proven by morphological frame. For example, like vitamins, that it has a form of noun plus plural morpheme, and then it can be also proven by syntactical frame. For example, like some vitamins, that it consists of determiner plus noun. And then next is analysis of the phrasal categories. It only consists of 3 phrasal categories, such as the first is noun phrase. The word hitting itself is the noun, and then the verb phrase here is the phrase will destroy some vitamins. That will destroy here is a verb, and then the some vitamins, and then the phrase of some vitamins is noun phrase, and then the noun phrase some vitamins consists of determiner plus noun. Alright everyone, that's all my explanation about analysis of lexical categories, phrasal categories, 3 diagrams, and as well as phrasal structural rules. And if you have different answers with my answers, you can write it down in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like buttons and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching, and if you found many mistakes, I'm so sorry. And again, thank you very much. Wassalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi